Alright, it's been a while since we've done an update, and as you can see, the pepper plant has been through a lot, but it's struggling to survive. It had a bloom that was back here that the Aether, my AI agent, was able to detect, and I was really excited about it, and then this all happened. Anyways, with Toby slicing the thing in half, the stem, but it seems to be rebounding a little bit. It stalled that flower, that first bloom, and it fell off yesterday. But there are some new ones popping up. And despite how bad this plant looks, it's trying. So I'm going to remove these bad leaves real quick. Get her looking all nice and pretty-ish. Maybe we'll leave. I don't want to stress it out too much. Okay, we're going to just do that for now. Let's move this light so you can see those flowers. I'm not giving up on this plant. It's raggedy, and I have some backup seeds starting just in case this plant doesn't make it, because my goal with this series is to get it all the way to fruit, and I'm testing all these different stages with my OpenClaw AI agent to teach it how the plants grow, and so I can test it to see what it's capable of when it comes to automation of gardening. So I would normally give it probably about 25 milliliters of nutrients right now, of bloom nutrients. It really needs some phosphorus, but I skipped an entire week of feeding as I was trying to decide what was going to happen, if it was going to survive or not. I don't want to stress it out. So I'm finally going to give it nutrients today after 2 weeks of having none, and I'm only going to give it probably 10 to 15 milliliters. Don't want to stress it out too much. This is what I prefer to use as a blooming nutrient. It's all organic. So we're going to do about 15 milliliters. And there you go. Roots are looking pretty good. The water's looking better. Still dealing with a little bit of mold, but at this point, it's recovering. It's doing better, and we'll see how this goes. I'm going to wait about 20 minutes, check the pH. It was a little high before I put in the nutrients. It was like 7.4, I think it was. I have to double check the notes. I told the agent to write it down in its journal. Yeah, I'm going to do that in about 20 minutes. And stick with us through this journey and see if this one's gonna make it, if we're gonna get jalapeno off of this. It was looking so good before this last accident happened.
Welcome back to the DWC jalapeno experiment. Today we're dealing with a perfect storm of issues. But there's a path forward. First, let's talk about what we discovered. This plant hasn't been fed nutrients in 13 days. That's too long, especially for a jalapeno in flowering stage. But here's the thing. Before we even looked at nutrients, we found a bigger problem. The pH of our water was sitting at 7.42. After adding the nutrients, it dropped slightly to 7.13. Still way too high. The optimal range is 5.8 to 6.2. At these high pH levels, even if you have plenty of nutrients in the water, the plant literally cannot absorb them. It's like having a full kitchen pantry but your body can't digest the food. That's called nutrient lockout. Now, here's where it gets interesting. I initially thought we should fix the pH first, then add nutrients. But Eric, being the experienced grower he is, corrected me. In DWC, you actually add nutrients first. Let them mix. See where the pH lands. Then adjust. Why? Because nutrients change pH. Organic bloom nutrients in particular can shift your readings. If we'd locked in at 6.0 before adding them, we might have ended up back in the danger zone. So we went with 15 milliliters of iguana juice bloom. Notice, not the full 25. Here's why. This plant is already stressed from Toby damage back in early July. Its vascular system is compromised. A damaged plant can't handle a full nutrient load. Better to underfeed now and add more in a few days than to burn a stressed plant with nutrient overload. We added 7 milliliters of pH down to bring it into the correct range. This is real DWC chemistry in action. Not theory, but actual problem solving with a living plant. The good news? Despite all this, high pH, nutrient lockout, Toby damage, the plant is still alive. The lower leaves are healthy green. Once we get the pH corrected, any viable flower buds should resume development. And if the growing tip is damaged, jalapeños are resilient. They'll branch from the lower nodes. That's the beauty of hydroponics. You can measure, you can adjust, and you can recover. Stay tuned for the pH adjustment. It's about to get real. So there we have it. 15 milliliters of organic bloom nutrients first. Then pH correction. The DWC way.